Sorry about that. I hadn't deleted the long upload I put in last night. I can only do about 40 minutes. So here we go.
This is Dabu 7. We have Russian scientists planning to launch the world's first edible COVID-19 vaccine. And they promise that it will taste just like fermented milky yogurt. Over in the Ukraine and in Russia, apparently it's a big thing to have one of these drinks that tastes like this. And what they're saying is that they've now developed a vaccine that they can use and administer through drinking rather than through needles. Now, scientifically, stuff like this in the past has been seen and done. We've seen even Bill Gates on video putting vaccines into the mouth of children. And oh yeah, he's not even a licensed doctor. Anyhow, he was doing that orally on film, and you could see that they were already administering different types of vaccines through this oral method and not using the needle. So here, this opens the door for mass vaccination in a whole nother form and route.
Okay, so then he directs you to his channel. Now, I think few people have watched many of my videos. There's over 1,500, and they're all important, but because my testimony keeps coming full circle, that's how the Lord speaks to you. But mine's evidence because I speak out. I don't hide my light under a bushel. It's all on YouTube. And I have mentioned how my son, Joshua, is hysterical when it comes to injections, and how when I was in early childhood centre, after things had settled down with the separation and we had shared kids, the year after that, or almost that year, we had hepatitis B in the centre because a family returned from Fiji and they had a birthday party the weekend they returned, and many of the parents and children from the centre were there. And then that week it was going through the centre. One staff member was positive for hepatitis B. So they went through with the health department, everyone, your contacts and your secondary contacts. So it was the home of myself, my husband, and my 3 children, and also Joshua and Emily's father, Joseph, his home, which included his new wife. So we all had to go through vaccines. There was one that we went to the centre for, and then another one 6 months later. Now, it was the one 6 months later that I took Josh to, whether it been that he'd been to the first one. He was only 6, 7 maybe, and my daughter was there. She was 10 or 11, 12, I don't know. It's an easy to remember. He might have been 9. And he's hysterical to the point where the nurse, and I've shared this testimony, the nurse basically loses her rag. You can see she's irritable. She's about to give up on him. And, you know, for a person who's experienced that's pretty bad. And I can't calm him, and I can't get him to take it. And I don't know what she was going to do, but she was kicking us out, basically. And then Amy somehow calmed him and got him to take it. Now, I'd sort of forgotten about it, but I've testified about it. Anyway, I sent him this. When he sent me that video about being retarded, whatever, because it's the way we are. This is how I can approach him about the V. I also sent him later on I sent him that link about Todd and just said that, do you think they hate Todd? They're not going to give him anything that's not going to damage or kill him or stop him having children and reproducing. Anyway, I sent him this just as a still shot, because you see in the still shot tells the story. It's got the injection, first edible, and I just said that it was a yogurty drink, and I thought he's going to think yuck. That's what I thought he would say, but instead he comes back with, oh, that actually sounds really good. I've always hated injections. So it's in my testimony. You can laugh. But it is in my testimony, and God is laughing. And I know, and I've seen the clips where they've gone, it's so serious. It's serious, very serious. Oh, it's very serious. Climate change or whatever. Very serious. Oh, it's serious. Serious. Yeah, seriously serious. We have to be seriously serious about this. Well, God is laughing. Because that is a funny testimony. Now they're drinking it. And my son's going to take it easily now. It's much easier for him. The Lord is mocking them. He is mocking them, and I know that my testimony has weaved into it a heads up from the Lord. He's already been there. He's done it. He's put it in my testimony, and he's made me laugh about these Russians and their liquid vaccine. And Bill Gates has already worked it out. So have a good day. This is just part 2. Have a look at that song. Glory Come Down. Because I still have to talk about the good, the bad, and the awful.
You to think about that for a second. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm going to break this down.
Okay, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is how God. And look who's here. Oh, it's the man in what's he in? He's in Sherbet. Come on in. Come on in.
For mass vaccination in a whole farming route. I want you to think about that for a second. The good, the bad, and the ugly.